Hey guys, it's Ashley. Today we're going to be going over lesson 27 for the 4th grade worksheet. We'll start with subtract unlike fractions. So let's take a look at number 1. It says 5/6 minus 1/3. So we'll write that over here. So right off the bat, we notice that this question is different because it does not have a common denominator. So we have to find one. We've already gone over this for addition, but in order to find a common denominator, you're going to find a number that they can both multiply into. So here we can use 6 as a common denominator. And in order to get 1/3 to a 6, we can simply multiply 2 on top and bottom. So when we do that, we get 2/6. And now since we have a common denominator, we can just subtract the numerator. 5 minus 2 is 3. Carry over the 6. Oops. And our final step is to simplify. Remember, you want to simplify all of your problems, so we can divide top and bottom by 3 to get 1/2. So your final answer is 1/2. So let's do the same thing for number 2. We have 7/8 minus 1/4. Again, we don't have a common denominator, so we want to use 8 as our common denominator. So this can just come down. We're going to change this denominator to 8. In order to make this an 8, we're going to multiply by 2 on top and bottom. Because whatever you do to the bottom, you must do to the top, and vice versa. So your new fraction will become 2/8. Since we have a common denominator, we're going to bring that over and subtract 7 minus 2, which is 5. So our final answer is 5/8. Okay. Last time, number 3, 1/2 minus 1/4. They have different denominators, so we're going to use 4 as our common denominator. So we'll put 4 minus 1/4. And in order to get this to a 4, we're going to multiply 2 on top and bottom. So our new fraction would become 2/4. Since we have a common denominator, we're going to bring that over, and we're going to do 2 minus 1, which is 1. So our final answer is 1/4. Okay, let's move on to the next page. We'll be doing mixed review and test prep. So taking a look at number 1, it says, list the factors of 7. Is 7 prime or composite? So first, let's go ahead and list the factors of 7. We know that 7 can be made by 1 times 7, and those are the only factors. Now to go over the definition of prime and composite, prime is when the number can only be multiplied by 1 in itself. So for example, the number 3, its factors are 1 and 3. The number 5, its factors are 1 and 5. These numbers are all prime. Composite, on the other hand, can be multiplied by different numbers. So for example, we have the number 6. It can be multiplied by 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. And since it has more than just 1 in itself, it's composite. Again, we can do the number 9, 1 times 9, and 3 times 3. That is also composite. So since 7 is only 1 in itself, we can classify it as prime. So I'm just going to put P for prime. Okay, number 5. John and his brother ate 3/8 of a cake. His sister ate 1/4 of the same cake. How much cake was eaten in all? So we know that John and his brother ate 3/8. And his sister ate 1/4. So we're going to add 1/4. It's asking how much they ate total. We don't have a common denominator yet. So how about we use 8? We're going to write 3/8 plus, here we'll multiply by 2 again. And that will give us 2/8 as our new fraction. Since we have a common denominator, we're going to bring the 8 over. 3 plus 2 is 5, so we know our answer is D. Page number 3, we have extra practice with fractions, and we're just finding the sum. So this is the same as the past couple of lessons. We have 1 over 8 plus 5 over 8. Since they have a common denominator of 8, we're going to bring that over. 1 plus 5 is 6. We want to simplify that by dividing by 2 on top and bottom. And we'll get 3 over 4 as our final answer. Same thing with number 2. We have 2 over 6 plus 1 over 6. Since we have a common denominator of 6, we're going to bring that over. Add the top. 2 plus 1 is 3. To simplify, we're going to divide by 3. And we get 1 over 2. And lastly, we have number 3. We have 4 over 12 plus 5 over 12. We have a common denominator of 12, so we're going to bring that over. 4 plus 5 is 9. To simplify, we're going to divide top and bottom by 3, and that gives us 3 over 4. Final page, we're going to do on Monday, 3/10 inch of snow fell on Lay's yard. On Tuesday, 7 over 10 inches of snow fell. How much snow fell in all? So the word in all is our key that indicates addition. So we're going to do 3 over 10 plus 7 over 10. We have a common denominator of 10, so we'll bring that over. 3 plus 7 is 10. And anything over itself equals 1 whole. So, for example, 2 over 2 also equals 1 whole. 3 over 3 equals 1 whole. So, we'll say 1 inch. All right, I'll show you guys the answers now so you can compare once you're done. Great job.